This is my 2011 Audi TTS Black Edition that has been crash damaged. And in the previous video we stripped down this full front end, added a new radiator core support and also a full rad pack, and we got this baby running up to temperature. It's just coming up to 90, which I assume is operating temperature. I even installed a new washer bottle cap. This time we need to do some work on these headlights to try to save them. And as always in a front end crash, the headlights take the brunt of the actual damage. But these headlights look pretty good, but it's not always the lenses that take the hit. Let me show you. So on these headlights we get 3 main brackets and 2 guide brackets. This is the passenger headlight, which took the brunt of the force, and as we can see, this is the top bracket here. That one has actually broke off. This one down here actually broke off, and there's one around the back there that has broken off as well. Not too worried about this, because as we saw before, if I lift this up, we have got lots of damage to the headlight. So this headlight does need replacing anyway. But on the driver's one, which is perfectly good condition, apart from, again, the bracket's broken, and the bracket's broken round the back. For that issue, luckily you can buy a repair kit for these headlights. I'll show you those shortly. But for the passenger headlight, I've got to bought myself a present. Let's check this out. Yes, it's a replacement headlight. So this replacement light, luckily it's got that one bracket down there already intact. What it hasn't got is any of the actual bulbs and electronics. I don't mind that, because I've got it all on the original light. Job number 1 is let's swap out all the internals from here to here. So this plug here is clipped in, and it does have a little bit of a clip, but you can't seem to get down to it. So if you go underneath and just put some gentle force, it will release off that clip and come out. So now let's place the ballast on the new light. So what I'm just checking now is that this bulb is in as good condition as this one. And yep, it looks very good. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take this one up and keep this one. And of course, got the cap. Now to the juicy stuff. There she is. That's the expensive xenon light, which is missing out of mine. Ooh, nice. And refit the cover. And don't forget to move the spring. Now, I'm not sure why this cover has a spring as well as a screw. You only need one, surely. And this headlight is now ready to go on the car. So what we're going to do is we're going to connect both the headlights up, and we'll just give them a test, make sure everything works before we actually fit them into the car permanently. Right, headlights fitted back in the car, so let's go connect the battery up and let's see if these work. You'll probably know before I do. Side lights, headlights, main beam and indicators. Now we can drag these out and I'll show you how I'm going to fix those brackets. Oh no, on further inspection, just look at this piece here. This is where the bracket's supposed to be for the lower mounting, and look at that, it's smashed off. Let me show you on the other side what it looks like. So you see on this side, this has got this part here, which is where the actual light is going to screw into. But luckily, this looks like a bolt-on part to the actual radiator carrier. So I think if I can get this off, then we'll go and order this part for Audi. So now we've got this light on the bench, let me show you how we're going to fix it. And to fix it, we're going to use these. These are part of a headlight bracket repair kit that you can buy. Now, these are Chinese specials. I think you can get them proper from Audi, but let me tell you now, these are not cheap. This set of just the 4, not including the screws, I found the screws myself, the set of 4 of these, 2 for each side, £20. Phil from the future here, I was mistaken there guys, the ones I used here was from AliExpress and there was £12 for the full set. But if you look here, these ones on eBay are nearly £40 for just one side, so that'd be £80 for the set. Back to the video. But you know what, worth every penny, because the money I've saved on buying the replacement light was in the hundreds, and because it's got the broken brackets I wasn't too bothered, because I'm going to use these to fix them. Let me show you how you do that. So this is the original bracket which got broken off, but if you look underneath, there's these 2 pillars here which will take a nice screw and hold something on. Well, that is purposely built to hold on one of these, because if you look, this has got the 2 holes which will line up with those 2 pillars there and allow you to install this. But what you do have to do is you have to just manipulate the remaining bits of plastic that are here to allow this to fit. And in my case, it's just that little bit there needs to be removed. Time for the Dremel. And that's it, perfect fit. So now we'll just get those screws in underneath there, and that should hold on for a long time. Just remains to fit the metal plates inside. And that one's nicely repaired, so let's now do the other one. So again, this one is blocked from fitting correctly because of these extra bits here. So we're just going to get rid of these bits, again, with a Dremel. And again, remove the piece of metal from the old clip and install it in the new one. And there you have it, that light is now ready to go back on the car, good as new, when I get that extra bracket I need from Audi. So I'll go do the other one off camera, and then we can fit the driver's one back on the car, and then we'll move on to something different. That just needs these guides replacing, which I bought some new guides, and again, these are not cheap guys. And now we can install the driver's headlight. So while I'm waiting for that headlight mount bracket to be delivered to Audi, let's get this bonnet off. The tool required for this is this piece of wood, because when I move these bonnet struts, that wood is just going to hold the bonnet in position for me so I can loosen the bolts to remove the whole thing. But the first move is going to be to remove these washer jets. Now, these washer jets actually fire from underneath the bonnet. They don't fit on the top, which is interesting. There you go. To move the wiring and pop off the water feed. Don't lose these little black clips. You're going to have to buy probably this whole part again if you do, so I'm going to fit that back on now so it don't come off. That releases the washer jet. Or 3 jets. Same on the other side, come on, and pop. They come off very, very easy. So next we need to pull all that wiring back to this point here. Now this point, I'm just going to release, it's mounted onto the bonnet here. Just going to get that out. Grommet. It's not rubber, that's weird stuff. And gently retract the wires. Come on, come on, come on, come on, yes. It's also clipped onto the hinge here, so let's remove that. Because I said in a previous episode, we're going to replace these hinges because these, in all probability, are bent. Next is remove one of these bonnet struts. Oh no, I've lost the clip, I've lost the clip. Found it again. Same on the other side, but I'm going to get my head in the way of the bonnet this time, just in case it wants to fall. And it did, it's now balanced on my head. This is me with it on my head. And it's now held up on the piece of wood. Oh no, I'm going to make a snail homeless. And I swap the hinges over in between, and let's just now pop these struts back on. I can now remove my piece of wood safely. Now just need to hopefully thread all this back through. Oh, it's not going to work, is it? You know what, let's get this all the way here. Right, now we should be able to thread that one along to the next one. Oh, is it going to go? Is it going to go? Come on. Yes! This should feed really easy because this is quite solid. And there they are. Put the grommet back in. Reinstall the washer jets. And the other one. Click. So I've just now gone over the whole bonnet with some cutting compound. Oh, my finger's killing me. I do need to get a polisher. But anyway, yeah, a lot of the marks have gone. All that's left with is these marks, which are all just in the paint. This is where the paint's chipped off, which is very strange. I don't know how that's happened. But they'll get sanded down anyway for painting. And I was promised no dents, and it's almost right. there's just this one here. So I'm hoping that a bit of sanding and a bit of work on that, the body shop should be able to fix that. Now I'm not going to do any panel alignment here because this will have to come off at the body shop anyway, and I'm going to get them to align up the panels for me. So now the panel that's missing is the front bumper. So let's just see what we can do with that. So if you remember, this was the original bumper and it really looks like it's took the brunt of the force through there. And I've got a little bit of damage on the inside here and just a little bit of cracking there. But you know, all of these are superficial marks and I think this bumper could actually be saved. Yeah, the damage is just this bit here, which is being pushed in. So I'm just wondering, that can be sort of welded back, but with the grill on, you're not going to see that. So if that bit there can be repaired, you're not going to see that because the grill's going to come down there. A few of these tabs have took a bit of damage, but again, they're all hidden. There's a few sort of superficial marks, but again, the paint job will sort that out. So I'm just going to clean this lot up here, and then I might just have a grill that we can try. And look at that, people, that just transforms the whole look of this front bumper, doesn't it, by putting that on. Wow. Right, let me just check what's in the boot again, because I know I've got some bits and bobs for the fog light grills, but I know one or two of them are broken. So let me just see what I've got. So strangely, it looks like I've got the passenger side with just a little bit of damage there and there, yet the driver's side is pretty wrecked. Anyway, let's see if we can fit this back in place. Yeah, so that looks rubbish. So without me spending more money on getting all these vents here, which is going to cost me, I don't know, 50, 60, 70 quid, I've got another plan. And to find out what that is, you need to join me on the next video when we'll be doing something with this front bumper. You don't want to miss that, it's going to be epic. So you don't miss it, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you enjoyed this video, then give it a thumbs up and recommend me to your friends to watch this. All of that costs you nothing, but really does help with my channel analytics. Till next time, stay safe.